America, Trump won the election. What happens next? You're telling me that the Fed went ahead and lowered rates 25 basis points. 4.75 is that new percentage on interest, and that's unfortunate. And I'll tell you why, guys. Trump's going to get a lot of the blame for this downfall that's coming his way. They pumped this market, and when you pump this market as high as it's been for the last 4 years, our economy has been pushed by 7 companies. It used to be called FANG stocks, and now it's the Magnificent 7 stocks. And that's Apple, Amazon, Google, Meta, Tesla, Nvidia, Microsoft. So out of all those companies that I just named, they literally carry the index, and they're all pumped up and fake. And the reason why I say they're all pumped up and fake is because the majority of those companies are actually invested into each other. Right? The biggest customer for Nvidia would be Apple, would be Google, would be Meta, and vice versa. It all depends on how they're investing their money, but they're all being awarded these crazy valuations based off of how much money they're spending. And to be spending cash when interest rates are at an all-time high, I have a problem with that, but it'll all settle, right? The dust will settle. But here's the other part. I've lived over these last 4 years, and they looked a lot like 2007, 8, and 9, and 10. When Obama took office back in 2008, I remember him bringing in new ways of looking at the financial system. It was all crumbling in front of him. And I go, oh, wow, did they do that on purpose? Was that triggered on purpose? The housing crisis, the great financial crisis? And he came up with the Dodd-Frank Act, and he did a lot of things to make sure it can never happen again, right? There's transparency. There's not people actually taking advantage of people. But here's the problem that we're having today. Trump's going to get into office, and he's going to have to deal with the fact that the market's been pumped for the last 60 days to valuations that nobody can explain, right? Earnings don't even exist for these companies that are getting these crazy numbers. And when he gets blamed for the downfall, you're going to see the recession set in, right? Not just inflation, but recession. And that's a clean reset for a lot of people. In 2021, I saw people get saved from short squeezes. I saw them, they actually halted the stock market. And then you go ahead and look at what happened with the banks in 2022, the actual bank crisis. Like, I'll even give you Signature Bank, right? Signature Bank went under, and on their board of directors was Barney Frank, the guy who actually wrote the Dodd-Frank Act. So he literally was on the board of directors, and he got saved. FDIC came in and saved all these banks, right? Whether it be Signature Bank, it was First Republic Bank, and it was Silicon Valley Bank. Commercial real estate is the issue right now. So when you see the clean reset for the small caps, and you see every bank out there not willing to loan out money because the Fed rate's so high, they just don't have it. No one's willing to pay these additional fees for the loans themselves. You're going to see exactly what happens to this economy. It's going to lock up tight, and they're going to blame Trump. And it was all orchestrated. It really was. So learn how to make your money. Sit on your cash if you want to. But if you're going to buy a house right now, buy a car right now, or get a new job, you should be very aware of your surroundings and be very cautious. I remember how I got taken to the cleaners in 2008, and it hurt. 2009, and it was tough to find a job all the way till 2012. Hey, it's a clean reset. It's okay. But if they want to blame Trump, they can. I know the truth. I've been watching it. I've been living it. Good luck.